An object is placed 20 centimeters in front of a thin converging lens. The scale diagram shows how the lens forms a real inverted image. Okay, the first line, for the first ray from the top of the object, parallel to the principal axis, and refract inside the lens, passing the focus. So this is the focus. For the focal length, it is the distance from the optical center. The distance from optical center. Then this is the focal length. As you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0.8. For each square equal 5, so it equals 4. And the distance of the image from the optical center to the image, we have one complete square which equals 5 centimeters. So the answer is 4 and 5. Radio waves are electromagnetic waves. What is the wavelength of a radio wave frequency 2 times 10 power 5 hertz? We knew that V equals lambda. For lambda equals V over F. V speed of electromagnetic waves, which is 3 times 10 power 8 divided by F frequency 2 times 10 power 5 gives you about 1500 meters. Question 23. A candle flame is placed in front of a loudspeaker. The loudspeaker produces sound wave that causes air particles to vibrate. The vibrating air particles make the candle flame vibrate in the same direction as air particles. Which row shows the direction of vibration of the candle flame and the nature of sound wave? So the sound wave produces from the loudspeaker in this direction. So it is the particle vibrates to the right and to the left. So the candle also vibrates. Candle flame also vibrates to the right and to the left. So let's see. What is the nature of sound wave? Sound wave, of course, it is longitudinal wave, not transverse wave. So the answer is C. Diagram shows part of magnetic field around a strong magnet. In which position does magnet pole experiences the strongest force? The strongest force of the magnet near to the pole. Near to the pole of the magnet. If you check here, this is not the pole. This is not the poles of the magnet. This is the pole where the magnetic field lines getting out here or in here. According to the direction, of course. This is the pole A, here and here. So the strongest magnetic field at A. Question 25. There is a current of 0.6 in a closed circuit. How much charge passes a point in a circuit in 2.5 minutes? Okay, current equals I equals Q over T. So Q equals I times T. The current here is 0.6 times 2.5. This is minute. We need that it is in second. So times 60. It equals 90 coulomb. Which two physical quantities have the unit joule per coulomb? Joule per coulomb. Joule here is work and coulomb here is the charge. So work over charge, this is the potential difference or electromotive force or the voltage. Okay, so here charge and energy wrong. Charge and potential difference is correct, but it's of course wrong. Electromotive force If and the potential difference, this is correct and also correct. Potential difference or electromotive force. Electromotive force and charge also wrong. So the answer is C. Question 27. A copper wire is placed in an electric circuit and its resistance is measured. The wire is then replaced with a second wire with twice the length and quarter of diameter. What the ratio of resistance for the two wires? So in the beginning, R proportional with L over A. We don't have here cross-section area, but we have diameter. So L over A equals by R squared, the radius. Of course, R is constant, so R proportional with L over D square. L increases by 2, and D, the diameter, decreases to quarter, so 1 over 4. We have here square equal 32. So the current will increases 32 times. Question 8. Which circuit contains a diode connected in series with a fixed resistor? A diode, we have a diode here and here. Fixed resistor, this is a fixed resistor. This is not a fixed, this is a variable resistor. And of course, this is L, T, R. And this is thermistor. And this is variable resistor. So the answer is C, which is contain diode and fixed resistor. In the circuit shown, resistor X has twice the resistance of Y. Resistance of X is twice the resistance of Y. Which statement is correct? The current in the cell here is greater than the current in X. Of course, this is correct because the current will enter here from the circuit and it will be divided between X and Y. So current here will be greater than X or Y. Of course, the sum of them, current in X and current in Y, is equal to the current in the battery. So this one is correct. The current in X is greater than the current in Y, which is wrong, of course, because X got higher resistance. So it will mean less current. The potential difference BD across the cell is greater. The potential difference V here is the same as V here as here because they all in parallel. So they have the same potential difference. The potential difference across S is greater than potential difference across Y. Also wrong. V of X equal V of Y. So the answer is A. A 4 resistor and 4 question 30. A 4 ohm resistor and 8 ohm resistor are connected in series with a power supply. A voltmeter connected across 8 ohm resistor reads 30. 4 ohm resistor and 8 ohm resistor are connected in series with a power supply. A voltmeter will connect this across 8 is 36 volt. Okay, what is the voltmeter reading when it connects across 4? It connects, of course, will read half of its value. We want to ratio R1 over R2 equals V1 over V2. R and VR directly proportional. So R1 over R2 equals V1. So here will be 18.